Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Razzle Dazzle, Razzle Dazzle. So I did a test on dyeing acrylic. I did a little tester. And those are the colors that turned out from dyeing the acrylic. So I thought I'm gonna crochet it up. I'll do a couple of sample pieces and then we're gonna put it in the washer and dryer to see if the color's gonna fade or not, because that's my biggest fear, is that the colors will fade when you go to wash and dry it in the washer and dryer. So I was like, well, I'll do a couple of different types of stitches, do a little sample to see how it turns out if the colors fade from washing it and drying it. Maybe I'll wash it and dry it a few times to see if it fades. But I'm like, okay, we'll just do some half doubles. And then maybe I'll do some double crochet. The colors turned out pretty cool. It's kind of like a purplish, grayish color. So yeah, the colors turned out pretty nice. It's my first little tester piece. I have to come up with a recipe to see how we're gonna dye it and make sure the colors stay in the yarn and they don't wash out when you wash and dry it. I just got off of work. I was so excited about this experiment, this little science project we're doing. They're mowing my lawn right now, but I got rained on. It started raining outside. I had to break out my umbrella because I had my paperwork out there. I'm like, I gotta get my umbrella because my papers are gonna get wet. And then they won't go through the, they won't go through the machine if they're wet. The fax machine. But yeah, I'm excited to see how these colors come out. It's a fun thing about dyeing yarn and experimenting. You just don't know what you're gonna get. It's a surprise. And how the colors are gonna look. It's kind of neat. It's different. We'll get there. Yeah, every Monday they come and mow the lawn. And I got out kind of late today. I think I'm still getting over this nasty cold stuff. I feel like I gotta be getting close to the end of it. But yeah, I'm really excited about dyeing acrylic yarn, and it's a lot more complicated um, than the animal fibers, or easier, I think. I think it's harder for the acrylic, to dye the acrylic, to get the dye to absorb into the acrylic yarn. It's complicated. But I know I have to use cold water. So when I put it in the washing machine, it's going to be cold water, because hot water will definitely fade your colors in your yarn. I always use cold anyways. It's not very often that I use hot water when I wash, unless I'm really trying to sanitize stuff. I need to be sanitized. I tell you what. That nasty stuff's going around. But hopefully I don't get sick for the rest of the year. I'm hoping this is the, you know, get get through this cold, and then I'll be fine for the rest of the year. That's what I'm hoping for. It's a little squeaky. The yarn is still wet. It's still a little damp. I was hoping it would be dry by the time I got home, but it's still damp from yesterday, from when I dyed it. So I got some squeakies going on. Using my 3.5 millimeter. That's kind of like my, I don't know, I'm just stuck on that. Like, that's my favorite hook to use. Yeah, it's really squeakies. That's Mommy's mac and cheese. Kitty. Having me some mac and cheese. You can't have mac and cheese, Kitty. No, you're not getting no mac and cheese. You always think you have to have what Mommy has. Hmm. There's Hazel. He's gonna go hang out with my daughter. It takes him a while to get the lawn mowed. You is squeakies. Yeah. I'll do a couple of pieces, that way I've got one that's stays the same, and then the other one I'll put in the washer and dryer. Because I don't want my colors to fade, so I want to make sure they're going to stay in there. Okay, we'll do some double crochet next. That's kind of pretty though. Get different patterns with different types of stitches too. But I mixed black with pink and red. I mixed the pink and red to make it a little bit darker. How it's turning out. I'm just kind of impatient, so I was like, I'm not gonna wait for it to dry. I'm just gonna go on ahead and crochet it because I just want to see if the colors are gonna fade when I wash it and dry it. That's what I got going so far. I'm going to pause and then hopefully I get a big enough piece and show off some different stitches. So I'm going to pause it and then it'll be like magic. Okay, I'm back. Ta-da! So I'll probably put the big piece in the washer and dryer, and I think 3 times a charm. So we'll see if it fades the colors in the yarn. And then this I'll just keep the way it is, so that way I can tell if it faded or not, to see if the colors fade. That's pretty colors. That's how it turned out. Just a little tester piece. Experimenting with dyeing acrylic yarn. And we'll just have to see how that goes. But I was just really having fun with the dyeing process. It's an experiment, so we'll see how it goes. I might get back on in a few days or so. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get back on here. But definitely gonna put this in the washer and dryer 3 times and see how bad the colors fade. 'Cause that's a big thing, you know. You want to be able to wash and dry your project and not have to worry about your colors fading real bad. So, until then, we'll come back and see how it goes with the washing and drying process. See if the colors fade or not. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later. Bye.